Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode number 32. This is YouTube video lucky number 13. And yes, we are back. It's been a few days since I've been here. I got this nice little intro music going on thanks to Podbean. Free music. Yeah. I tell you what, guys, it is time to celebrate. Yes. And with that, we're going to get into a little celebration song here in a minute, or music. And the reason for celebrating, I'm going to let you know here in just a few moments. Yeah, it's a good reason. If you guys, if you've been in the dark, if you've been in a cave, and you don't know why the reason is to celebrate, I'm going to let you know in just a second. But let's celebrate, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason right there on my chest that we are celebrating. That man right there, LeBron James, the king. See that crown I'm wearing? That's for the king right there. Yeah, LeBron James is why we're celebrating, because he is back. He is back, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron James is back. Look, I couldn't wait to get to this video. I couldn't wait to get to this episode. LeBron James, after being out 17 games, the longest stint of his career, finally returned last game against the Clippers. That was on Thursday night against the Clippers. Lakers battling for a playoff spot. Didn't think he was coming back quite yet. Nobody knew when LeBron James was coming back. He had, like I said, he had been out 17 games. That's the longest amount of time he had ever been out in his entire 16-year career after pulling that groin muscle. So I tell you what, initially when that game came on, or when the game was playing, or before that game, I was told that he wasn't playing in the game. So initially, I wasn't in a rush to get home that day. So I met up with some friends at a bar, and then while at the bar, I just happened to look up at the TV and see that LeBron James was playing. I almost spilled my drink, and I almost had to rush out the place to go watch the game. But yeah, LeBron James is back after missing 17 games, played against the Clippers. Outstanding. Can't wait to get into it. Guys, we're going to talk about a lot of things during this video. I got a lot to catch up on. And I've been hearing out there, guys, you've been wanting to get information about a lot of things and talk about Lakers. So just so you know, things I'm going to go over. As I mentioned, we're going to go over LeBron James just returned. We're going to go over game stats from the Clippers versus Lakers game. We are going to go over Anthony Davis rumors. That's big also. I haven't done a video since then about Anthony Davis rumors and the possibility of what's going on with him and how that implies to the Lakers. And then we're going to look over game stats. We're going to bring up the box score. We're going to break down the scoring from that game. We're also going to look at Anthony Davis's career stats and see what they look like. Then we're going to talk a little bit about D'Angelo Russell. I really have something I want to talk about him. And then we'll close this episode out. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Yeah. LeBron James came back, played against the Clippers. Word was, we didn't know if he was 100%, but he was coming back in this game. He was going to give it a try. I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to play these highlights here of the game, and I'm going to talk through it a little bit. All right, you guys ready for that? All right, well, here we go. Let's bring up some highlights. All right, so the game starts. Is going in the first quarter. LeBron James' first score right here. Man, there's a shot right there. LeBron gets the rebound. He actually played pretty well. He wasn't going full throttle. You see he passes it to Kuzma. Scores. Nice. First quarter, we are tied with the Clippers. At that point, looks like they took a timeout. Now we got a fast break. Rondo's going down. Passes it to Bron. Look. Oh, man, just bully balls. Get out the way. LeBron James for the score. Yeah, look, we've been missing that. Man, unstoppable force. Couldn't wait to get him back. LeBron James passes in to KCP, and he scores one of his 9 assists that he had in this game. So now we're in the third quarter. Got LeBron, got the ball, orchestrating the offense, get it to Zubac, that is, and he scores. Nice. Another one of LeBron's 9 assists. Almost had a triple-double tonight. If it wasn't, he needed one more guy to get a shot drop down after he passed it. Here, LeBron, first three, bam! Knock that three down. LeBron James gives us the 6-point lead. All right, we got LeBron, got the ball orchestrating offense again, gives to Kuzma, and he scores. You see how things run so much better through LeBron James, man? He sees the floor, he knows how to play. So then we come back, LeBron, step back. He did some James Harden type stuff. It might have looked like he might have traveled, but he did a little something, hit that three for his second of the night. Here he is coming in, stop, pop. Man, LeBron James doing LeBron James things. Gave us that 9-point lead. Now here's LeBron again in the fourth quarter, coming down. Yeah, bam. That's what LeBron is doing tonight. Gives a 4-point lead in that fourth quarter. Here's get LeBron, get that rebound, scoring again. All right, get out my way, y'all. Gives us the 8-point lead. You see, with 3 minutes left in that game, right? So you would think the game was secure, but no, we're going to overtime. LeBron doing LeBron things once again, gives us a 2-point lead in overtime. All right, and we have the rest of the team coming down. All right, LeBron got the ball, and bam, look, that was a minute left in the game, broke that tie. Don't tell me LeBron is not clutch. Don't tell me LeBron is not clutch. He just showed you right there, guys. LeBron can do it. We got that victory. We end up winning that game 123-120. We won it in overtime. Now, the game probably shouldn't have went to overtime, to be honest, because the Lakers, towards the third and fourth quarter, we actually got the lead. Starting the fourth quarter, we were up by 12 points. We probably should have just been able to just take that game through. And you even saw during the highlights, you saw the score with about 3 minutes left in the game. We were up by 8 points or something like that. So we kind of played a little poor down the stretch as far as slowing them down and letting them score and having a few turnovers here and there, which wasn't the greatest. It went into overtime, but we had that man, LeBron James, to secure that victory and take us to the promised land. If you didn't know already, we were out of the playoff spot in the rankings in the Western Conference. We were in 9th place, where we still are in 9th place, but in 8th place was the Los Angeles Clippers. They had 2 games ahead of us in the standings, so we had 2 more losses than them, and we could not afford to lose this game to him. So that's why LeBron coming back in this game was so important, so good, and willed us to get this victory, to get this win. And so now, instead of dropping 3 games back to the Clippers, now we only have 1 less loss than them. I think we're somewhere probably 1.5 games behind them, due to, I think they have 2 more wins than us. But we are that much closer. We still have about 30 games left in the season, so that's plenty of time. Plenty of time. Long as LeBron, everything stays good and he's healthy, plenty of time for us to make up ground and possibly even get to the 7th spot or the 6th spot in the Western Conference. So that's a big deal. That's good. We can make a run. It's going to be all right. It's going to be great. All right, guys, next, what we're going to do, I'm going to bring up the box score really quick, and we're just going to take a look and see what things look like, and you let me know what you think. Just hold tight here in a second. We're going to go over that. I want to just kind of bring up the image of the box score, and then we can just kind of know who got what in this game. If you're seeing this, don't worry about that. I'm just bringing this box up, showing you how we do things here. That's all right. See, that's the box score. See how I just did that? Brought it up. I'm also giving you a tutorial as we speak. There we go. Box score is up. All right, so here we go, guys. Look, you see right there, the Lakers won 123-120. Man, in this game, LeBron James, I'm going to start with him because he is the king. LeBron James played 40 minutes tonight in his first game back. That's a lot of minutes. You see he was not on a minutes restriction. He was kind of rusty, shooting at first. He started off, I think, 1 or 2 of 7 or something like that to start the game. He was 9 out of 22 field goals, just under 50%. He was 1 for 6 3-point shots, which they must have took one of his away because you saw him even in those highlights make 2 3-pointers. So one of them they must have called it that he stepped on the line or something like that. That had to be it. He was 5 out of 7 free throws. He ended up having 14 rebounds, 9 assists, 24 points, and 1 steal. As you see, guys, as I mentioned, he was just 1 assist shy of a triple double. There was one alley oop that um, he had to our center, JaVale McGee, and should have been an easy dunk alley oop, but JaVale, I don't know, put a little bit too much on it, and he ended up missing that dunk. So it is what it is. In the game, LeBron had a +2 for the game. Yeah, great game. Kyle Kuzma only played 23 minutes tonight. He looked like he didn't really even. Luke Walton was riding. Really, he was riding Stevenson because he was playing very well. So Kuzma only played 23 minutes. Did not play any minutes in the overtime. I didn't recall him even playing in the fourth quarter. So I mean, it's what it was. He only played 23 minutes. He scored 10 points. He was 4 to 8 field goals, 2 out of 3 3-point shots, 2 assists, 2 steals, and yeah, all right. Brandon Ingram, he played the most minutes in this game. Played 44 minutes. He played pretty well. Also, actually liked his game. Complimented LeBron very well. He was 7 out of 12 field goals. Didn't make any 3-pointers. Missed both the ones he tried. He made all of his free throws. So damn good job, Brandon Ingram. I'm happy and proud about you for that because we, as a team, have not been shooting 3-point shots very well. Rebounds, he had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, no steals. He was a +8. He had a total of 19 points in this game. Very good. Ivica Zubac started at center when LeBron James first came back. He played 18 minutes, 1 of 6 field goals. Wasn't very effective. He did make 5 out of 6 free throws. He had 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. No block shots. I do want to point out, guys, Ivica Zubac, I believe he's our leading free throw shooter in percentage-wise. He is shooting around 88%. Damn good, especially for a center, for a 7-footer. That is rare that you get 7-footers that's shooting that great of a percentage. So damn good job, Ivica Zubac. Rajon Rondo, 36 minutes tonight. He was pretty good also. He had 14 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 steal. He was 6 out of 14 field goals. He was 1 out of 3 3-point shooting, 1 out of 2 free throws. Pretty damn good, or pretty decent for Rondo. That's a Rondo type game right there. And off the bench, our guy that they didn't really show many highlights in that highlight that I showed you, but Lance Stevenson was the man in this game, besides LeBron James. He came in, he played 30 minutes tonight. He played most of the fourth quarter, played all of the overtime. He ended up scoring 20 points. He was 6 out of 10 field goals, 5 for 8 3-point shots, 3 for 3 3-point shooting. He came up very big, hitting some 3-point shots in the fourth quarter throughout the game. Even had this 3-point play in the overtime to help us seal the game, get us the last 3 points that we needed. He was going to the hole. He got fouled, scored the shot, and people will say that he hooked the center and got him in the throat, and it possibly should have been an offensive foul. He did put that elbow up and hit him. So unfortunately, or great for us, we look like we got away with it, and he shot the free throw and he made the shot. That's what put us up. At the end of the game, LeBron James ended up saying that Stevenson, hey, make him dance. Stevenson was the key to this game, or one of the keys, the spark plug. And Lance Stevenson was definitely doing his guitar strumming every time he hit that 3. All right, guys. Yeah, so Lance Stevenson did his thing, helped us to this victory. JaVale McGee played 17 minutes, 3 out of 5 field goals. He had 5 for 6 free throws, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 block shots. He had 11 total points. Tyson Chandler even gave some backup minutes, playing 18 minutes. So he played just as much as Ivica Zubac. That's another thing. Looks like they didn't play Ivica in the second half for the most part either. Looks like they were going with their veterans in the second half. So it was working. The Lakers did get that win. Tyson Chandler had 4 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks also. So he was holding it down for us. Michael Beasley played 6 minutes, had 4 points, 3 rebounds, and no steals or assists. Caldwell Pope even came off the bench, gave some support, played 11 minutes. He was 3 correction, 2 out of 3 3-point shots. He made 3 field goals altogether, scoring 8 points. And then Josh Hart, once again, he played 21 minutes, not very effective in his game. Didn't provide a whole lot. I mean, he was okay on defense and offense. He provided 3 rebounds, 2 assists, no steals, no blocks, and 2 points. He was a +4, so that's always good. That means he had a positive effect in the game. So, yeah, guys, that's it. That's the box score. And so we had a bunch of different things going on in the game. And all right, so away with the box score. Good game for the Lakers. Got that victory. Beat the Clippers 123-120 overtime. LeBron James back. We back, guys. No need to panic. He in 17 games he was gone. I think we only won 6 games. We were 6 wins and 12 losses without LeBron James. Woo, man. All right, guys. Let's talk about the next topic on the list. Anthony Davis. That's exciting news also. Something to be smiling about. Something to be possibly can really, really, really change the direction of our franchise. The first major thing that happened this year, LeBron James signing, brings us back into contention, makes us relevant again, makes us something to be reckoned with. Look, and then about probably 4 or 5 days ago, earlier this week, I heard in the morning, I think it was Monday morning, it broke that Anthony Davis told the New Orleans Pelicans that he was not going to re-sign with them, and furthermore, that he was not going to sign that contract extension that they have the ability to give him. If you don't know, he has the ability to sign this super max contract extension at the end of this year that only New Orleans Pelicans can give him. And so that'll be the first sign, let him know that, hey, if he's not signing this super max extension that only they can give, and even though his contract is not up for a year and a half, he's letting them know that he's definitely not going to re-sign with them and that he wanted to be traded. That was huge news for the Lakers because it had been rumored throughout the this beginning of this year, ever since Anthony Davis signed with Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, which is LeBron James' company, and LeBron James is agent also. So ever since then, the rumor has been out that Anthony Davis wanted to be on the Lakers, wanted to play with LeBron James, and that he was going to be wanting to be traded, seeing as his New Orleans is not winning and he wants to play on a winning team, is what he had put out. So huge that he put it out. The timing, the timing just follows suit with everything in line with the Lakers, because at the time he announced, it still was 10 days left on the trade deadline, February 7th. So he put it out there. He's not going to sign extension. He's not going to re-sign with the Pelicans. Word on the street, he wants to come to the Lakers. So Lakers and Magic is on the clock. They're putting out every kind of combination to try to see what they can do to get Anthony Davis. Word on the street that the Pelicans didn't have any interest in dealing with the Lakers, no interest in trading with the Lakers. Think about it, guys. No other team out there wants to make the Lakers better because we're a big market team. All these small market teams believe that we always get all this talent. We have the second most championships in NBA history at 16. We're always winning. We get all these great players. That is true. We do get a lot of great players. Over the history of time, we've had a lot of the greatest players in NBA history played for the purple and gold. So they may have something to be jealous about. Hey, but man, and then word came out that Anthony Davis put out that, hey, if any other team signs him, he's not going to stay with them. Once his contract is up in a year and a half, he's going to go sign with the Lakers. And so he would effectively be a rental for any other team. So what that is doing is that's putting that out there to these other teams that, hey, if you give up half your team to get me right now, I'm not going to re-sign with you. And you're just going to waste out, lose all those future guys that you probably can have and keep. So that's kind of a deterrence to stop other teams from trying to do business with New Orleans Pelicans. Now, don't get me wrong, there's still teams out there that's willing to take that risk because Kawhi Leonard, Paul, all those guys, their teams took the risk. Oklahoma City took that risk on Paul, George Paul, that is, that he had said initially a couple years ago that he wanted to play with the Lakers, and then OKC ended up trading for him, getting him. They banked in that they can win him over, and sure enough, they won him over. He re-signed with the OKC Thunder. Now, Paul George didn't come out emphatically and say that if any team got him, that he was going to he wouldn't re-sign with them. That's what Anthony Davis is putting out, or somewhere his team leaked it or put it out. Now, another note about this whole situation is after Anthony Davis publicly came out, or Rich Paul publicly came out and said that he wanted this trade and he wouldn't sign, apparently that was against the NBA rules. Your agent or him can't demand a trade publicly. I guess there's some ways about it. So New Orleans Pelicans also called for an investigation of this whole situation. And the result of it was Anthony Davis got fined $50,000. And for us normal people, that's a lot of money. But Anthony Davis, I think, is making something 24, 5, 6 million, something like that. So that's not a whole lot to him. But I think for overall, they wanted to get the word out there. They wanted to try to force this trade, force New Orleans' hand. And a little update on the negotiation process. Like I said, at first, the word was that New Orleans Pelicans wasn't taking any phone calls from the Lakers, didn't want to help the Lakers. And then word got out that they did take a phone call with Magic, and that Magic was given all kind of different offers. And it was, I didn't know what to believe exactly as far as what offers Magic was given. But the first initial thing came out that was New Orleans wanted at least Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, Ivica Zubac, and a #1 pick. That was the minimum criteria they said they needed the Lakers to give up. Then the next thing I heard was it was Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Ivica Zubac, and a first-round draft pick. That's giving up. That's giving up a whole lot. Look, I was kind of scared. I was kind of torn, and I still am torn on all our young guys, because I'm super big up on Lonzo Ball. I think he's going to be a star one day. I think he's going to be great. I want to see Kuzma, his potential play out. I want to see Brandon Ingram, his potential play out. But guys, this is Anthony Davis. He is a perennial all-star. He is only 25 years old. He is 6'10", and he's an all-star superstar right now. He is arguably one of the top 10 best players in the NBA right now. A lot of people believe he's top 5 in the NBA. Having LeBron, who is considered number one in the NBA, and get another top 5, top 10 player right now, we got to pull the trigger. We have to do what we got to do. As much as I don't want to have to give up Lonzo and give up those guys, as a manager, as a GM, as a whatever, you got to make that call. You got to pull that trigger. I'm hoping somehow the Lakers can keep Lonzo Ball. Out of everybody, I really want them to keep him because he is so dynamic. I see something in him that is damn good. Guys, damn good. So what I'm going to do now, I want to bring up Anthony Davis stats just so you guys can have an idea of what his career has shown so far. All right, so this is Anthony Davis. As you see, he is 6'10", 253 pounds. Look, the guy is only 25 years old. He played in the league 6 years. And you can see his career stats his stats for this year, 29.3 points, 13 rebounds a game, 2.6 blocks a game. Guys, that is damn good. All these stats are the top stats in the NBA. I think he's got to be top 2 or 3 or 5 in rebounds, top 5 in scoring, top 5 in block shots. This guy overall game is outstanding. Look at his stats. He started off his rookie season. He only averaged 13 points. He had 18 rebounds. And you can see just in his second year, 20 points, 10 rebounds a game, blocked 2.8 shots a game in his second year, 1.3 steals. Every one of his seasons, you can see, had over 1.2 steals a game. Most of his blocks, look at that, career average is 2.4. Rebound career average is over 10 rebounds a game. Free throw. And this guy can shoot free throws. This is huge. Look, 75%, 79, 80%, 75, 80. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Over 50% field goals a game, block shots, scores, can shoot from anywhere on the floor. I don't know if you guys can hear the excitement in my voice, but that is the reason why we have to do what we have to do to get this player if we can get him now. Because, yeah, we would give up the farm. We would give up half the Lakers team, all the young guys. But trust me, if you have Anthony Davis and LeBron James, we would be able to get, so many players would want to come play with the Lakers. So many players. Man, Anthony Davis is a beast. Do your own research. Don't just look at these stats I'm looking at you now. Go watch some film of him. Go watch these videos. You can see this dude is for real. This guy is for real. He is something else. Yeah, he's the man, guys. So, a lot of stuff that we talked about today. We went over LeBron James coming back from 17 games. Talked about LeBron James scoring 24 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, almost getting that triple-double. We talked about going in overtime with the Clippers, LeBron pulling it out. Also, Lance make him Dan Stevenson with his guitar act, hitting 5 3-pointers in that game, bringing us through. Lakers getting that W, 123-120. We also talked about Anthony Davis and the rumors and all the young guys that we're trying to put up to try to get him. We still have a few more days till the 7th of February. You never know what might happen. Anthony Davis may be on the Lakers at that time, may not be. Who knows? We're going to have to wait and see. Definitely more to follow. A lot of big things, a lot of great things for the Lakers. One last thing I want to talk about. Exciting news to me, even though it doesn't directly affect the Lakers right now anymore. A guy that was on the Lakers, one of our young core, one of the guys I was super, super excited about before the Lakers drafted him, and I hated to see him go, D'Angelo Russell. I got to talk about D'Angelo Russell. I'm so, so excited about what I just heard last night about D'Angelo Russell. And I'm going to give you a little background of why I'm excited and what's the reason for me being happy for D'Angelo Russell. Going back to right before the Lakers, when they had the number 2 pick, before we drafted D'Angelo Russell, I was scouting all the different players and looking up all my the videos and looking up their stats and seeing who the Lakers had the possibility of drafting. And so at that time, Jahlil Okafor was out there, was a good player. There was a few other people that were really good. And I looked up all the different things on D'Angelo Russell, and I saw something special. I saw something unique. I saw a star in the future in the NBA. I saw it. I wasn't doing podcasts then. I weren't doing video, but I told all kind of people, all the people I knew at the time, like, man, I hope the Lakers select D'Angelo Russell. Man, that guy is going to be something. I see something special, and I was telling people that before the draft, and then they drafted him. I was happy that they passed up Jahlil Okafor. I'm sure he's going to be good. He's starting to actually come into his own right now too. But D'Angelo Russell, I saw something in him. I was happy they drafted him. Ice in my veins. I still remember them highlights of him knocking down 8 3-pointers, getting us the victory against the Nets. That's actually the Brooklyn Nets. I remember that was a game where he scored 39 points, hitting like long 3-point shots, saying ice in my veins. I remember that. To me, that brings back like just great memories. It's just, man, I'm happy for him because I predicted and I said he's going to be a future star. And then guess what, guys? Last night, he was selected to take an all-star spot on the Eastern Conference because I think if Drew Holiday or Victor Oladipo got hurt and injured. So Victor Oladipo had an all-star position. So as a replacement, they picked D'Angelo Russell. I was at a sports bar last night and we were with a bunch of buddies, a bunch of friends, and I just happened to look up on the screen and I see on ESPN or something that they put up there that D'Angelo Russell got selected, and I got excited. I was like, yes, D'Angelo Russell got selected to the All-Star game. And then one of my buddies, who's also a Lakers fan, Shouts out there to Guy Mentor, if you're listening. I'm talking about you right now, but you're gonna be on the show in a little bit. Guy gonna be one of my guests coming up. So I was just saying how Guy was like, he was like, "What are you doing? Why are you getting excited about D'Angelo? He's not on the team anymore." I'm like, look, man, he was a Laker. He's always gonna have a little piece in my heart because he was, with the Lakers for a couple years. He put some blood, sweat, and tears in there. Yeah, he did some bad things. He was young. He was immature. He did the video and he put that yeah, that was knucklehead. That was stupid. He shouldn't have did that to Young. He violated the man code. Yes, he did. He was young. He was 19, I believe, at the time. Not saying I forgive it, but it's in the past now. I know he regrets it. He's more mature now, and I still got love for D'Angelo Russell doing his thing. Selected to the All-Star game. I predicted. That validates my prediction. Yeah, little personal thing here, but I have been saying things, and what I've been saying has been coming true. Next guy is that I'm talking about is Lonzo Ball. Gonna be special. Mark my word. But with that, what I want to do now is I want to bring up D'Angelo Russell's stats just so you can see what he's been doing this year and see where he's been at prior to this, right? So here's D'Angelo Russell. This is what he's averaging this year. He's averaging 19.6 points a game, 6 assists, 6.4, 3.8 rebounds a game. Man, he is only 3 years in the league. He is age 22. Think about that, guys. He is only 22 years old. Super young. Look at this. Look at his stats his first 2 years with the Lakers. We drafted him in 2015-16 season. He averaged 13.2 points a game at that time. He was 3.4 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 1.2 steals. And he wasn't the greatest. He was decent from three-point range in his rookie season at 35%. That's actually pretty good. That'll get it done. That was at a clip of shooting 4.6 a game. His overall field goals wasn't that great. He was only 41% in his rookie year. But you can see he's been making improvements each year. His second year, he averaged 15.6 points a game. He's upped his assists to 4.8 that year. His rebounds went slightly up. He even upped his free throw percentage to 78% from 73%. His three-point shooting stayed about the same at 35%, but that's still damn good. Overall, his field goals was about the same, not too much better or worse. And so, yeah, it showed that he was progressing. He was getting there, right? So then his third year, he kind of had some, he got hurt that year a little bit. You see, he only played in 48 total games, started 35, but he stayed about the same. He scored 15.5 points that year. In his third year, 74% from the free throw line. His rebounds went up slightly, and his assists went up to 5.2. So, you can see his three-point shooting dipped a little bit that year. And he was right around his average still in field goals, 41%. But this year is where he's starting to break out into his own. He's the game is slowed down for him. He's figuring it out. He's scoring 19.6 points a game. He upped his assist again to 6.4. His rebounds, 3.8. He upped his free throw shooting to 80%. He upped his three-point shooting also. Look at this. He upped it to 37%. That is starting to get in the not just average range. He's getting into the good range on three-point shooting. And that's not just on a low clip. He's shooting more three-point shots than he has ever shot in his career, and he's shooting it at a 37% clip. 7.2 attempts a game. That's a damn good clip, guys. Damn good. Yeah, I would love to have that on the Lakers right now. But hey, we can't look back in the past. We can't be reminiscing and everything. And not only that, he has Brooklyn in a playoff position right now. I believe they're either in the 6th or the 7th position in the Eastern Conference. So he looks like he's going to take them to the playoffs. He's now been selected to the All-Star game. I'm very proud of him. I'm excited for D'Angelo Russell, even though he's not on the Lakers. Let's not hate on guys that, he was young, and if you listen to him now, he's a lot more mature, at least to me. He seems a lot more mature than he was. He's going to be big. All right, so that's enough about D'Angelo Russell. This is Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode number 32 on the podcast. Lucky number 13 on the YouTube videos. guys, hey, I have been, we got a whole lot coming up. So excited. That's going to wrap this video up. As I mentioned, episode number 32, YouTube video number 13. Please go ahead and subscribe, follow, look at those two videos up there. Go ahead and click on one of those and watch them. Thank you guys for joining me once again. And I am officially out.